Hi guys, it's Scholar. This is my first commentary, so it's probably going to be rough. This is a Sea of Fortune map. I'm in my Moskva. I've had it for a couple of days, and probably 5 to 6 battles in it so far. This battle is mostly tier 10s, a couple of tier 9s and 8s. Behind me I have the Montana and Republique, and in front I've got the destroyers Benson and Harugumo.
All stations proceed.
Right now I'm waiting for the battle to develop, seeing which way the ships are going. I don't want to head towards A and be left alone, so I want to see how the destroyers are coming and what direction the battleships are going. So I see that, looking at my mini-map, that the Harugumo is headed towards B, as well as the Benson. So I start moving forward, heading towards the west, following the battleships. And right now I'm focusing in on the mini-map to see which directions people are going. And now I've lost a tunnel vision of the mini-map. I'm looking around to see where everybody is, where the planes are, and if I'm going to run into any of the other ships. We see the enemy starting to show up on the horizon. I'm looking at them on the mini-map. Looks like there's a Des Moines and a Hindi. The Hindi's closest.
I need help.
So
I need support.
I zoom in to see
Provide
which
anti-aircraft
direction
fire
he's
support.
going and try figuring out if I could lead him and fire off some shots. I'm looking around and it doesn't look like there's anybody that can see me, so I'm getting to the point where I'm feeling
Massive
comfortable
storm
to
moving in.
fire without being spotted. There's probably a destroyer up there someplace, and it looks like that Hindi is committed to a right turn. He doesn't want to run into the island, so pretty sure I can probably hit him as he finishes that turn and straightens out. Get a nice hit on him, wait for reload, and fire off another shot. With the Hindi hidden by the island, I could start focusing in on the Richelieu and the Alsace. Looks like the Des Moines is trying to get some shots off on me. Could shrug it off, but the Richelieu and the Alsace are my main priorities. With the Alsace coming towards me and being closer, that's who I'm going to be thinking about next. I know that there's a destroyer in front of me, but I can't worry too much about that right now. The Alsace is right there, so I'm trying to see if I can lead it, fire off a couple of HEs, hopefully start some fires. Then I'm turning away so I don't get broadside, show my broadside to him. So if he does fire at me, there's a chance he might bounce some shots. So I'm reloading and seeing if I can get some more shots into him. Get another shot off. Still not seeing. Reloading. And hoping to get another shot off. Get a shot off, but it's blocked by the island, so that didn't work out the way I wanted it to. And while this is going on, it looks like the enemy midway is sending some of their bombers and torpedo bombers towards the Benson up that's been scouting for us. And it doesn't look like it's going to turn out very well for them. Looks like the Alsace is coming out from behind the island. There's some torps in the water, and the Benson is gone. So the Montana is in front, and looks like he might be spotting the Alsons right now. Alsons is still kind of moving away, so I'm able to look over the island, see about where he's at, and get the right lead to fire off a shot. He returns fire to the Montana. I'm trying to angle away, so when he does see me and decides to fire, I might be able to deflect some shots. Start looking around and see that the Montana's the one that's getting fired at. Doesn't look like I have anything directly in front of me. Looks like the Alsons is getting caught in his crossfire. So I'm going to try firing at him some more. Let's see if we can finish him off. And it looks like the DD there is getting smoking up, so there's nothing we can see. I'm still spotted, but I'm going to try nosing in and see if I can get my radar on those guys. Looked like the Alsons is turning to his right, so showing more of a broadside to me. I'm trying to get more shots on him, looking around to see where friendlies are, seeing if I'm overextending. Looking to see if I could get another shot off. He looks like he's going further south, so trying to lead ahead of that. Looking around to see where my teammates are. Seeing that the Alsons is the only target out there, trying to get another shot off. And I'm watching to see if there's anything else going on. Smoke screen, nobody's firing at me. I'm targeted by one. Get one shot off. And somebody else is firing at me. Using my mod, I could see it's the Des Moines that's shooting at me. Still can't see them, so waiting for either them to be able to show up, get closer, or the Alsons to come up and come visible again. Fire off another shot at the Alsons. Notice that the Fletcher is shooting at me also, so I fire off my radar. There's the Des Moines, firing off some HE at him. He's visible. The Fletcher is hidden by the island, so there isn't very much I can do. Looks like the Fletcher fired off some torpedoes, so was able to avoid those. And hitting around the island, trying to avoid line of sight. I got the fire out and was able to start my heal. Noticing that my radar is still up, hoping that friendlies are able to do some more damage to the Des Moines or the Fletcher. My radar is on cooldown, and I've made the decision to disengage so I don't get attacked by 3 different vessels at the same time. Looking in front of me, seeing if there's any friendlies around. Notice that there's the image of the Shima over by the A cap, and I'm getting spotted, so I assume it's that Shima. I'm going to try going around this island to my right, but that isn't going to work because the friendly Montana is coming at me. So I try avoiding damage and nearly get tapped by the Montana this time. Straighten out and then come around to my right to go around the Republique. But then, because of those maneuvers, the Montana ends up on a collision course with the Republique. So now I notice that the Typhoon is in full effect. Well, at least partial effect. And I need to get in and point my nose towards the enemy so I can get some shots off. And hopefully use my radar to spot them so that the friendlies can shoot at the targets that are being made visible by the radar. Now looks like the Montana is getting attacked by the enemy Midway bombers.
Torpedoes astern.
Both regular bombers and torpedo bombers. I'm trying to avoid those torpedoes, so is the Republic, so we end up on another collision course. Looks like the Montana takes a couple of hits from the torpedoes. I get another aircraft kill, and I'm trying to get behind this Republic so I can follow him in. And hopefully paint some targets with my radar so he could fire at them. It looks like there's some torpedoes off to my right that missed the Montana. So I'm sliding into the Republic's right. I can tell on the mini-map that the Alsace has been spotted. The North Carolina is up there spotting it, so we should probably get up there pretty quickly so we could support the North Carolina. The Alsace is in range, so I should have fired off my radar right away. But I was typing in chat that I was about to activate my radar. The North Carolina dies, and I start firing at the Alsace. Alsace is starting to come towards me. We're not sighted because we're not within 8 kilometers yet, so he can't see us. And it looks like my radar is about to end. And I just noticed that there's a Shimakaze up there that's nearly dead. So I'm waiting for us to come back into range, the 8 kilometer sight. The Republic's able to fire its secondaries. The Alsace is starting to point at me, it looks like, but I'm able to kill him with fire.
Destroyed.
There's a Fletcher to my right, so trying to avoid any torpedoes coming from him. I activate my Hydro, so I don't get surprised by any torpedoes. Looks like he's still firing at the Republic. I've decided to start pushing forward and see if I can kill that Fletcher there. Looks like there are some torpedoes that came from the Shima that was nearly dead earlier. And then the Des Moines comes out. I've got my AP loaded, so I'm able to get a couple of sits on him. Fire off another volley. He's still showing a lot of his side, so I'm able to get a couple of more sits.
We sank an enemy cruiser.
Now my focus is on that Fletcher.
Victory is in sight.
I kind of get tunnel vision. No, I absolutely get tunnel vision. So I'm pushing forward to see if I could spot that Fletcher and somehow get some shots on it. So it starts firing on me because it had me in view because of the airplanes from Midway. So I'm trying to get shots off on it, but I'm doing a horrible job right here. Not leading well enough, so I just shoot behind him. And I'm still not learning how to shoot and lead properly. My Hydro's still on, so I'm not too concerned about torpedoes at this point. I'm going to try going to the right of this island and see if I can get some shot on him from that side. And then turn in towards him. But it looks like the Midway has some other ideas. And has sent his torpedo bombers to take out this Fletcher. And that's all she wrote. So now I'm looking at the rest of the map and... oh crap. It's the Midway, the Monty, a DM that's all by lonesome, and me. And it looks like they have a Montana and a Yamato, and that Hindi. Right now, from what I can see, they're full health battleships. And it looks like the Hindi got killed by the Midway and the Des Moines got killed by the Yamato. So at this point, I need to go in and start supporting the Montana. So I'm going to hope that he could spot the enemy while I come in on the right side of that island and hopefully fire over that island to start doing some damage to those battleships. The Yamato and the Montana come into view for our Montana and get into range so I could start seeing them. I'm behind the island so they can't see me, so I'm firing over the island and seeing if I can get some HE damage on the Yamato. Right now it looks like the Montana is focusing on the Yamato, so the Montana from the other team has free shots at our Montana. And it looks like the enemy Shima is able to take some free shots at the Montana also. Right now I'm just focusing on the Yamato and trying to get as many fires on him, so the Montana and I are just focusing fire on that thing. It's turning in, so hopefully eventually he's going to show his broadside to me and I'll be able to switch to AP and maybe get some sits on him. So I slowly edge forward and our Montana just died. So it looks like the Midway is being fired on by the Montana?
Fire!
Or is it the Yamato? Looks like the Yamato is focusing in on our carrier, and the Montana is focusing in on me. So I nose in, hoping that I could bow tank him. The Yamato has made his full broadside to me, so I should switch to AP and hope I can get some sits on him. Backing up while I bow tank the Montana.
Fire!
Get some shots in, get a sit,
Enemy
and
battleship destroyed.
kill the Yamato. Now I've got a nearly full health Montana that's trying to kill me. I'm on fire, but he's giving me his full broadside. I'm using AP, so I'm hoping I could get some sits on him. That shot doesn't do very much damage. I put out my fires. I'm out of repair parties. Gonna keep on trying to fire off and get some sits on him. Fire off another shot. Still not doing the kind of damage I want to do.
Fire!
So still continuing to bow tank him. He's still keeping me on fire. And there goes my sits. So he decides he's going to start angling.
Get back.
I decide it's time for ramming speed. I'm on fire. I've only got a few thousand more health. Hopefully he won't kill me. So point my nose in, and right when I get there, I'm down to 713 hit points. I'm able to get 53,000 hit points of damage on him. So at this point, we've got about a minute left in the game, and the enemy team holding 3 caps. It's kind of obvious that the enemy is going to win. In the results screen, I had 226,000 damage, 7 sits, 4 enemies sunk, in a loss. I guess that means I need to learn how to carry harder. I hope this commentary works, and I hope you enjoyed the show.